Here, Ann Hamilton, Jenny Holzer, Maya Lin is a really simple idea, actually, and it occurred to me that the Wexner's 30th anniversary was coming. I kind of alighted upon this idea of three artists who had careers that were basically the same expanse of time as the Wexner Center's 30 years, all of whom are from Ohio. Working with the three artists was largely predicated on their understanding of the space itself, which we restored to its original structures for this show.
It's seemingly spare, but the accumulation is incredible.
Each of the artists on this show, for whatever reason, just happened to kind of approach the show with a similar strategy of just a massive volume and quantity of materials. So with Jenny Holzer, it was just thousands of pieces of paper that are on the wall. And with Maya Lin, it was about 5,000 pounds of marbles that we were adhering to the floor and to the walls. And for Anne, it was about 6,000 pounds of paper that we had to fold.
Maya's work, one is pin map Ohio aquifers.
Well, for the pin piece in the cafe, it was just these, not quite finishing nails, but they had a small brass head on them. They're about 1.5 inches long, and each of them had to be tapped into the wall about 1/4 inch. There was probably 60 to 70,000 nails. It's one of those things, every time we're asked, we joke around downstairs that we add 10,000 more to the total.
The other work is called How Does a River Overflow Its Banks?
We had a map, basically, that we rolled out in strips all the way across Gallery C. We then cut out the negative shapes, and we proceeded to make a glue, silicone-like drawing with a caulk gun, basically around the perimeter of each of the shapes and the larger shapes and kind of the tributary and more smaller lines. Inside of the larger perimeter is kind of loose, but it's held together by that glue.
Jenny Holzer for here, it was decided that basically we would install in an architectural way the posters related to truisms and then the inflammatory essays. Both the truisms and the inflammatory essays originally were posters that she put up around New York City.
We probably used close to 3,000 inflammatory essays. We came up with the stripe pattern, and we got Jenny to prove it. The wallpapering was intense at some times. You had to be in the right mental state to approach it.
Ann Hamilton's work for here is called When an Object Reaches for Your Hand. It's predicated largely on the idea of reciprocity.
For Anne's exhibition, I kind of chose to engage with various groups within the community, from full-time staff, part-time staff, student groups on campus, people that Anne knows from her studio network, to come into the galleries during install to assist with folding the paper.
In total, there are 3,000 pages per image, so there's 180,000 sheets. We folded 1,500 or 2,000 of them in advance, and we'll just continue to fold and add them to the show as we need to.
Once the show is all together, you kind of can step back, and it's one of the best things about our job is we really get to see it from concept through installation and really see everything come together, especially something like this where you get to see the architecture come down and really see how artwork can work with the building.